I once read an article about the anatomic sociology of doors, and it talked about a controlled idea of open and close. This included what's private and what's public. Now keep that in mind. If I place myself behind a door right now, you won't be able to see me, right? Kind of the whole point of the door. See, humans are a lot like doors. When you first meet someone, you don't know what's behind their door, don't know their stories, don't know their accomplishments, don't know their hopes and dreams, and it's okay not to know. I've realized one thing that's super amazing about this world. You probably already know. Our human brains have the ability to be able to learn and change and listen, not something new. No, I'm not just talking about learning from books and how to solve for X and Y, even so about the people that you spend your everyday lives with. Stereotypes are shaped that way. When we don't take the time to learn about someone, listen to their story, we write it for them. So, I invite each and every one of you guys today to listen to someone's story. Don't just write it for them. So let me tell you what's behind my door. I was born and raised here in Colorado, so were my siblings. Both of my parents were born and raised in Mexico. As of 2019, my mom was seeking for a visa to be able to be legally in this country. At the time, I was a freshman in high school, making me about 14 years old. I was still a child. Biggest dork that you could think of. She unfortunately didn't end up getting approved. This meant that she stayed in Mexico for 2 very long, hard years. As I repeat, I was still a child. I didn't have my mother next to me. It was hard, probably the hardest thing that I had to go through. It was so many emotions that I didn't understand at the time, and I had to mature a lot quicker than others. That didn't mean I failed. I didn't listen to everyone. I wasn't pregnant at 16, how they told me I would be. And I'll be graduating high school soon, how they told me I wouldn't be able to do. I'll be going to college soon, how they told me I wouldn't be able to do. I did it all. I didn't let the stereotypes get to me. I proved them wrong. Yeah, it was hard. And I don't think everybody goes through that. After realizing this, I started to connect the dots everywhere. Every encounter that I had with every human, with every teacher, with every adult, with every peer in that case. That them stereotyping was just a lazy way of them trying to understand someone. I once had a non-English speaking student in my class. She had just moved from Mexico. She didn't talk very well, but I knew she understood. Probably the most intelligent people that I knew. She helped me more that semester than I helped her. We had a pre-test one day. She ended up getting a 90% in the pretest. After the results were out, teacher came up to her, such a surprising tone, almost trying to accuse her of something, and I don't think she realized at the time. He asked her why and how she understood the content. So I stayed after class. I tried to understand why he did this, why he had accused her and put her in a group of people without even getting to know her. This was her second week here. So what was it going to take for that girl to prove herself, to get a clean slate as the loud white boy next to us? He said that it was just an assumption made by other non-English speaking students that he had taught in the past. Now I understand he was just trying to help from assumptions. But why didn't he listen to her? Why didn't he try to understand her? Why are schools so hypocritical when they prey on our success, when they don't even take the time to learn about us, to listen to our stories? As of 2022, 30% of K through 12 population are Latinos in Colorado. Out of 100 ninth graders, only 67 will graduate, only 28 will enroll in college, and only 10 of them will graduate. So you're telling me that if I get the chance of graduating college and enrolling in college, I might not even make it? What's the point? What's the point of all my hard work if you're preying on my downfall? People shouldn't have to prove themselves. No one should have to prove themselves. Opportunity should not be cut short just because of who we're born into. See, change is such a beautiful concept, and I mentioned it before. We're able to change. We're able to learn. We're able to listen. It's possible. Society has done it before. It's not something new, not something that I should have to repeat to anyone. My father proved that this was possible. One of the most amazing parents that the world could give me. When my mom left, it was common for my friends' parents to try to teach me how to cook. It was an everlasting, you know how to cook, right? You know how to use the laundry machine? You know how to do everything. I was still a child. I was 14. I was 15. I shouldn't have had to have these responsibilities. But it's normal in a Hispanic household for the woman to be given everything, isn't it? I was so frustrated with the world that responsibilities are given to us, women. There's setbacks to Hispanic girls. I shared this with my father. Like I said, probably the one most accepting people that I know. So things started to change. He bought a cookbook. He learned how to cook. He helped me around the house. He made my brother do chores. I wasn't alone. He changed society stereotypes for the better of his kids, and he might not admit it because of his pride, but I know he did it. And if he did it, why can't we? He was born in a household of 7 men, and my grandmother being the only woman. She did everything for them. I mean, I see it all the time. She cooked, she cleaned. At 47, he could admit to change. It's possible. He did it. He changed habits he was so used to. Again, why can't we? Change goes both ways, though. So, to any minority group out there, take this as a sign. Don't be another number of statistics. We're brought into this world to be more than that. I know everyone can do it. 50% of Battle Mountain seniors this year are Latinos. Out of those 50%, 80 will graduate, and 70% will go to college. I know each and every one of them. I know they will become successful. They proved to everyone that they will. Again, we shouldn't have to. We shouldn't have this constant reminder and comments that we can and can't do. We live in such a beautiful community that we're able and have programs like these that can help us. They can help us succeed. I mean, they helped me. So, to any minority group out there that has been stereotyped, knows you might not be able to do it, take these to be resilient. Take examples of years after years of people who have proved to society that they can be more than just a number and statistics. Let's open a door, learn about someone, learn about their story. Don't just write it for them. Write your own success story.